Hello, welcome back to the Brother Blog. If you haven't already, take a look at some of our other videos. Check out our channel. Today we're going to be breaking down Week 1, and season starts tomorrow. Thank God.
So we kick off tomorrow on Thursday Night Football. Number 2, Ohio State will play Marshall, obviously. Pryor and the Bucks win that game.
Number 13, Miami, Florida, also on Thursday night, will play Florida A&M. Obviously, Ja'Cory Harris will kill them.
Yeah, and then number 14, USC versus Hawaii. That's the last Thursday night game for the top 25. And obviously USC gets the win under Lane Kiffin, his first win.
And then the first big game coming up this season is number 15, Pittsburgh, goes on the road at Utah. What do you think about this game?
Well, I see Pittsburgh getting the job done there, even though it's, tough Utah team. Both teams are ranked. You see that, and I think Deion Lewis is too much for Utah to handle. I think Pittsburgh gets the job done in a close game.
I think that Utah's a very talented football team, and they have what it takes this season to bust into the BCS, but I think Pittsburgh's just too good for them, so I also have Pittsburgh winning this football game.
Yeah. And then Saturday, the Saturday games kick off. You get number 1 Alabama versus San Jose State. Alabama will play without Mark Ingram, but that shouldn't be a problem. Trenton Richardson in the backfield. He's obviously almost as good as Mark Ingram, so no problem for Bama there.
Number 4, Florida will play Miami, Ohio, and obviously Florida's going to smoke them, even without Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
But Jeff Dems is very good.
And then number 5 Texas will play at Rice. Obviously, Texas wins that game.
And then the next big game that we're going to discuss is the TCU Horned Frogs and the Oregon State Beavers.
Yep, another ranked game on both sides. I see, TCU getting the win only because TCU's at home. And you look at it, TCU has a quarterback. Oregon State doesn't really have a quarterback. They've got the Roger brothers, but they need a QB. I think TCU gets the job done in a very close game. What do you think?
I'm actually going to disagree with you on this one. I think that TCU is a very overrated football team coming into this season. Their defense, it's obviously going to be good, but is it going to be good enough is the big question, and I don't think it is without Jerry Hughes. I think they're going down. Jaquez Rogers, I think, can take it to the TCU Horned Frogs, and the upset is my prediction.
Well, then you get number 7 Oklahoma at Utah versus Utah State. So it's at Utah State. Who cares? Oklahoma kills them.
Number 8 Nebraska versus Western Kentucky. Obviously, Nebraska's gonna.
Yep. Number 9 Iowa versus Eastern Illinois. Iowa.
Yeah. Number 11 Oregon will play New Mexico. Obviously, Oregon wins even without LaMichael James.
And the new QB will be interesting to see that. See how they do. And then you get number 12 Wisconsin. They're playing at UNLV. Easy win. Silly.
Number 16 Georgia Tech will play South Carolina State. I don't even know
who South Carolina State
I
is.
didn't even know that was the school. So
like
obviously,
Appalachian State. Appalachian, is that how it's pronounced?
Obviously, I have Georgia Tech.
Arkansas versus Tennessee Tech. Ryan Mallett's going to have a field day before they'll probably pull him by the end of the first quarter.
Halfway through the first quarter. And the next big game we're going to talk about is neutral turf, North Carolina and LSU play.
Yep.
And it should be a very exciting defensive battle if you like to watch defensive battles.
Just lockdown defense on both sides. I give the edge to LSU because they have a better offense, I think. And their defense might be a little better. North Carolina, it's give or take. And I like LSU in that game.
I agree that LSU definitely has the better offense than North Carolina, but I think North Carolina's defense is very powerful this season, and I see North Carolina will still hold strong and knock off LSU. Not really an upset, but it should be a close game. Number 19, Penn State plays Youngstown State. Youngstown State, who are they? So
exactly.
Obviously Penn State wins.
You get Florida State playing Samford. Not Stanford, Samford. Christian Ponder, massacre.
Number 22, Auburn versus Arkansas State. Cam Newton's debut. I think that Auburn's going to slaughter them.
Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Then number 23, Georgia plays Louisiana Lafayette. Georgia, again, easy win.
And the last team for Saturday that we're going to talk about is the number 25 West Virginia Mountaineers play Coastal Carolina. Now, I only knew of North Carolina, South Carolina, but Coastal Carolina?
It's a push. And then you get to the big one on Monday. Number 3, Boise State, and number 10, Virginia Tech. Ooh.
This should be one of the most exciting games to watch. And I think it's going to be the most exciting to watch in the week and maybe even the year. I think that Boise State's always a very exciting team to watch. They usually have some trickery going. Kellen Moore's a very exciting player to watch. Ryan Williams and Tyrod Taylor are a great combo. Just watch them running the football. And I'm going to have Boise State winning in a close game that comes down to the wire.
Well, I look at it. You see Virginia Tech first, the running attack with Tyrod Taylor and Ryan Williams. I think that's going to be big. If Tyrod Taylor can throw the ball over the top, that will really make a difference. Virginia Tech is going to need some special teams touchdowns like they always get. They're going to need something different because Boise State doesn't really turn the ball over. Kellen Moore, 3 interceptions last year, all season, 39 touchdowns. You look at that, Chris Peterson's 49-4 in his career there. It's silly. So you look at that alongside Kellen Moore being a Heisman contender, Boise State for the first time having a chance to go to the national title this year. Ranked as high as they are, you have to see them making it as long as Ohio State or Alabama falter, which probably will happen. So, I mean, I think Boise State pulls it out. But if Virginia Tech can get some passing touchdowns, get a few big plays here and there, don't be surprised if Virginia Tech can pull it out, especially with those special teams touchdowns.
Yeah, it'd definitely be a heartbreaking loss to the Broncos, who have worked so hard for this opportunity to be number 3 in the country. And most teams have to work just 1 year to make it to the title, but the Broncos have been working for the last 4.
Yeah, they really have added it up. So hopefully Boise State can pull that one out. I think they will, as long as they just play their game and don't turn the ball over and shut down the passing game, because the running game's going to be pretty tough to stop. So those are our predictions for week 1 in the top 25 teams. Not too many predictions since they're playing Coastal Carolina and junk, but you look at that and hopefully we're right.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you for watching.